Hello.
How are you? Good morning to all you Gogglefrogs out there. Lovely to see you on this beautiful Thursday morning, or if you're watching on replay, whenever you want to replay it. Maybe 10 years in the future, who knows? I'm sure it will still be there, but a huge good morning.
And for that reason, can I just put a timestamp on it? It is Thursday, the 4th of June, and this is episode 56.
Yay!
Just because we're getting confused around where we are with episode numbers. So this is definitely 56.
So that must mean that Robert has gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and gone through all of them just to make sure, because we have uploaded lots of them. So a huge welcome and thank you, and it's lovely to see you again with us, Claire. Thank you for coming in, and lovely to see you, Robert, because it's your day off.
It is.
We haven't got work in the background. It's your day off. This is fabulous. Thank you. So I hope everybody's got a nice cup of tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. You may even have biscuits. I brought a couple of biscuits. Ginger and chocolate gluten-free cookies. Morrison's, delicious. And I hope you've got some form of knitting, stitching, crochet, sewing, or just going to sit here and enjoy. We set this up 11 weeks ago, 10 weeks ago, I can't really remember. But it was because we couldn't.
Actually, that's another anniversary.
Huh?
It's another anniversary because the pilot
went
out.
What anniversary is it?
The pilot went out on the 19th of March, which was a Thursday. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks ago today.
Wow.
11 weeks ago. And we just thought it's not nice that everybody's going to be in their homes, not communicating, finishing work, working on stuff and having no one to chat to and chat through those problems, or turn around and say, look at my beautiful finished work. So that's why we created Gogglefrogs. And 11 weeks later, we're still going, which is fabulous. With trials and tribulations of working, furlough, racing around the country, but we're still going, which is brilliant. So a huge good morning. Really lovely to see you. So,
Claire?
Yes.
What?
I spy Bagpuss.
Yeah.
Oh,
what?
Wow. We will fix it. We will fix it.
Oh.
Oh, he's huge.
It is a proper, full-sized, British-made,
Wow.
probably about 20 years old now, Bagpuss.
Oh.
A marvellous mechanical mouse organ.
Mouse
Because Bagpuss was my favourite programme as a small child.
And mine.
So, and he sits under your arm quite nicely like that, you see.
Oh.
There you go.
We should have a knitting pattern for one of those, really, shouldn't we?
I'm sure there is.
I've got a clanger kit kicking around somewhere.
And also, I remember on New Year's Eve, Hogmanay, 1999, the whole thing where our computers were going to crash and everything.
Oh, yeah.
What is it called now?
Millennium Bug.
Millennium Bug. And I remember going up to celebrate Hogmanay up in Scotland, and on New Year's Day, well, of course, I didn't have any sort of hangover. They had the top children's TV programs of all time, and Bagpuss came out #1, and it was amazing. All you heard from the other bedrooms in this hotel was cheering. So everybody there. So Bagpuss always had this. It was #1, and this whole hotel were just cheering for Bagpuss. It was so funny. So, that's something to see.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Haven't seen Bagpuss in so long.
Well, there you go. So that's yes.
Oh.
I bought him as an adult, but frankly, it's you've got to have a bit of fun and the odd occasional toy here and there, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was looking for.
And up there.
Yeah. So.
And lots over there.
I'm going to have to get some soft toys. Although I do have, this is quite amusing. I went to my friend's B&B that I've spoken about, and we will do a weekend there at some point. And in my room,
there we go. Sorry.
it was special. Thank you. Love it, love it, love it.
Oh dear.
Oh, I think everybody else loves Bagpuss as well. That's gone really, really well. Everybody is, love Bagpuss. And Tracy says that there's an Alan Dart pattern for him. So I am going to have a look at Alan Dart Bagpuss pattern, because that may use up some of my stash. But I can't buy more.
Over 500 balls.
Over 526 balls, yeah. That will probably go to over 550 when these little things are, these tiny little things get spun.
Oh, Tracy says she's forwarded it to you.
Oh, thank you, Tracy.
Claire,
that's fabulous.
You missed last night, but you should probably know that Angela is apparently going to use 10 balls of stash before buying another ball. And we all said, absolutely no way, that's not going to happen.
I did have 523 balls of wool, and I found another 3 big cones. So I've just classed that as 3. So I've got 526, and I'm sure there's a few bags that I haven't even counted up. I was really happy with that because it wasn't over 1,000.
Claire, we can't hear you.
Are you on mute, Claire? No, that's my trick.
Yes, it's been a long week.
There we go. Right, so shall we say some good mornings?
Yeah.
Claire, where would you like to go?
Oh, top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
Yeah.
So we're going to say good morning to Brigitte.
Morning.
Morning, Dawn.
Morning.
Morning, Deborah.
Morning.
Morning, Jackie.
Morning.
Morning, Judy.
Good morning.
Morning, Linda.
Morning.
Morning, Louise.
Good morning.
Marion Wildy, good morning.
Good morning.
We have the lovely Pat. Morning, Pat.
Morning.
Safia. Morning, Safi.
Good morning.
Sally. Morning, Sally.
Yeah.
Good morning.
We have Tracy. Morning, Tracy.
Morning.
Dawn popped in. Morning, Dawn.
Good morning.
And everybody on replay. Morning.
Good morning.
There we go. So, let's see what's in chat. Linda says it's a bit chilly here today.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brigitte,
I'm going to light a fire soon. We're going to have a nice roaring fire. I'm going to knit and watch horror films with my mum.
Super.
Brigitte says, sorry for the confusion. She wrote down the wrong number on the wrong day. Don't worry. We fixed it. We know where we are now. She says, as you know, numbers confuse me easily. Tracy saying that the 19th of March was her birthday and the day her husband returned from Germany and the last day he worked. Blimey, 11 weeks.
Wow.
Oh,
Goes so quick.
Doesn't it?
It really, really does.
it does.
Linda says, love Bagpuss. Tracy says, Alan Dart pattern. Dawn says, hi, everybody. Just popped in to say hello while I'm having my second breakfast. The first one was before walking the dog. Have to go into town and pick up her order from the Spotted Sheep. Excited.
Yay.
From the Spotted Sheep.
She's got to pick up her order from the Spotted Sheep.
What's the order?
Well, she doesn't say, but I'm guessing it's one of the shawls from Saturday.
As I can't buy my own stuff anymore, I'm getting really excited about other people's stuff.
Brigitte says, oh, I remember watching that with my small children.
Aww.
Tracy said, seriously. I don't know what to, though, but it's in capital letters. Safia says, love Bagpuss. Jackie, you weren't late. You were on your time. Nobody's
Yeah.
ever Gogglefrogs.
Yeah.
Even if you come in at the last minute, you're never late.
No.
Safia says, of course you are, Angela. I believe in you. I think that's about your commitment, about your stash.
Yeah. Because you do realise all I have to do, right, this is that I'm going to let you into a little secret. You know, I said I was going to knit or crochet a little square for the blanket. Well, I can use 10 of those like amigurumi balls for that square, which means I can buy a new geshi, a new ball of Noro geshi.
Hey.
So I've got rid of something for a tenner and I can buy something for 36 quid. That's funny.
Right, so for those of you who didn't tune in last night, if you get the opportunity to watch the replay, about 45 minutes in, I play a huge prank on Angela, and her face is an absolute picture. So definitely worth a watch. Linda says there's a crochet pattern for Bagpuss. It's $2.99 on eBay.
Oh.
Yeah, I've gone hunting.
Judy says John Airborne has a virtual mill open weekend from tomorrow for those willing to break yarn diets.
Fair enough.
It's also the War Monty this weekend, we found out as well. They're doing a virtual thing. Although it's very difficult to find. Apparently it's only on Facebook. It's not on their website.
Okay.
It's Deborah and somebody else found yesterday. Deborah says, lovely to see Robert and Claire as well as Angela this morning. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Safi says, Robert, could you please send me the replay from You Didn't Cut It? Not sure why it doesn't send it to me. I don't know either, Safi. I will try and send it to you.
Yeah.
Dawn says, we'll show you that, Dawn. Brigitte says, at Judy 5th, do you really have to tempt me? And Safia says, I like your thinking.
Jolly good.
So now that we've done mornings and we're caught up on chat, should we have a little musical interlude?
Why not?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, ladies, put yourself on mute.
Yep.
And I found this little video yesterday as I was browsing, and it's actually number 5 in the all-time world favourite songs to play. So there we go. So I thought that was quite interesting. I had not heard of number 1 on the all-time favourite or the all-time played songs, or 2 or 3. I recognised number 4, which was Marvin Gaye, but I didn't recognise the song.
Right.
And number 5 was Aretha Franklin, Respect. So there we go.
Okay.
And what we
You have to share the list. What were they?
Oh, okay. Yes. Let me have a quick look then.
We'll see. Sorry, you didn't see that, did you?
Well, while Robert's looking, I will say I am reporting from my desk upstairs today. So ignore the clutter, but I'm afraid this is where my hive of industry happened. So I've got my sewing machine there. I was singing into my scissors, and yes, I've got work everywhere. But later on, the work will be shuffled away, and the patchwork will come back out again.
Oh, brilliant!
This is where I actually do that. But you also do get a bag post in situ. So yes, it's not as tidy as downstairs, but this is where I actually do my stuff. So I might be up here a little more often, but yeah, you'll have to forgive me for the clutter. But there we go.
No, it's brilliant.
So,
this is my front porch. And I'm hiding the tester paint pots because we have to use really expensive clay paint, and well, I don't really paint, so I'm leaving that for somebody else to do. But it's a lovely little environment, so it's just out of the way, and I can be non-disturbed in here. So we all have these creative spaces where we really enjoy doing things.
Yeah. And as Brigitte rightly says, a tidy house is that of a boring woman, Claire. And you're absolutely right. My mother has a fridge magnet that says, dull women have tidy houses. That's
Oh,
more of a
that's cleaning.
justification. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've just
Oh.
got too much stuff in too small a space, but that's life. So there we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
So there we go. So yes, what I've been doing is also, because I can show you because I'm up here. Do you know I make hexagon flowers? Okay, which are
No.
I'll show you in just a second. My patchwork. They look like those.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know you did those. Never seen
Oh,
things
yeah.
like that.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. So that's one set, and the other lot are in here, over here. Now, what I do is I'm a member of a group on Facebook. Oh, there we go. That's the other lot. So I'm a member of a group on Facebook, and what we do is we make a number of those a month, either 5 or 10, and we send one of our 5 or 10 to other people. So it's like patchwork by chain letter. Okay, so it's a really nice communal social thing where you make, well, as I said, make 5. Oh, I'm not very good at this. Right, 5 of these. Okay, a month, or 10 of those if you're particularly industrious. And then you get a list of names and addresses to send one of your 5 to each month. So unfortunately, because of lockdown, what they've done is they've kept the lists going just so that we all have something to do. But they've actually stopped the posting out to other people. But now things are a little more organised now, and everything's a little less fraught. I won't say lockdown has ended because it hasn't, but at least we are better able to manage it all now. They've started posting out again. So I have March's swap, all organised and ready to post out. May's swap, all organised and ready to post out. And I'm just waiting for the address list. So I'll start making the June patchwork soon. So if there is anything like that, I don't know if there's anything like that on Facebook for yarn. If you ever get involved in any swap groups or anything, they are really, really good because apart from anything, it keeps the momentum of your craft up. Because if I know I have a deadline I've got to make those by, then it actually keeps me sewing, which is part of the reason I joined in. So sometimes you will get some pasted back to you that you don't particularly like very much, but it's actually not in the receiving. It's actually in there keeping it all going. It's keeping the momentum of your craft up. So yeah, I've been doing it for over a year now, and I've got a box of patchwork hexagon flowers now that I really need to do something with. But much like yarn, it doesn't go off. It's not going to go anywhere. So it's in no desperate hurry. So if ever you do find a swap group to get involved in, do so because it's really good. It's a really good discipline apart from anything. So there you go.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So, I found the list.
Right.
Before we do that, can we just say good morning to Anne?
Morning.
And then good morning to Wendy.
Good morning.
They've come in. Dawn says cleaning the house while the kids are growing is like shoveling snow while it's snowing. The kids are grown, still living here, and I'm still shoveling, and she includes her husband in the kids category.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right, so the top 10 list then, in reverse order, is number 10, Ray Charles, What I'd Say. Don't know that one.
No.
Number 9 is Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. I've heard that one. Surprisingly, at number 8 is the Beatles and Hey Jude.
Yeah, it's a very popular song.
I thought it'd be higher up though.
Fair. Voting, I think.
Well, it's just played according to the rock and roll, according to the Rolling Stones magazine.
Gosh. Okay.
Number 7 is Chuck Berry, Johnny Be Good. Now there's a tune. Number 6 is the Beach Boys, Good Vibrations.
Yeah.
We've had number 5, Aretha Franklin, Respect. Number 4 is Marvin Gaye, What's Going On. I can kind of hear it, but I don't really know it.
I think you might know the song, but you don't know the title very well.
Yeah.
I think that's the
The
problem.
man who went to stand himself in Ostend in Belgium and spent a year there.
Wow.
another useless bit of information. You can still do the tour, the Marvin Gaye tour, to go and see where he found himself.
Oh, really? Number 3, again, a little surprising that it's only number 3. John Lennon, Imagine.
Mm.
I thought that might be number 1 or 2.
I hate that song.
I'm with you, Angela. I really don't like it either.
So I never got it. I just didn't. I think I was too young to get it.
Maybe it's because we don't do the other stuff that I'm not really going to talk about.
Yeah.
And then number 2 is the Rolling Stones. Have a guess at what the title is.
Is it that Brown Sugar?
I can get
Satisfaction.
no satisfaction.
Yeah.
And then number 1,
Yeah.
way over my head. Bob Dylan,
Yes.
Like a Rolling Stone.
Oh, you'll know it when you hear it.
Yeah. Unusual list.
Yeah, very unusual list.
No Ciao Baby by The Cure then?
No.
No, never mind.
And I bet
One of my
everybody's probably thinking, well, that's not on the list, and that's not on the list, and that should be on the list. But you know,
just most play. Like, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That's really good to know.
It has given me some inspiration for future musical interludes, though. So
Very good.
There we go.
Can I just say this really funny little story about I was talking with my husband and something was playing. I went, this is Electric Light Orchestra. This
ELO.
is ELO. Do you mean the Electric Light Orchestra? And he went, no, it's ELO. And he went, oh my God. I didn't realise that Electric Light Orchestra and ELO were the same thing. So whenever I hear that band, it always makes me smile. But some of their music, it's not until I never knew them when they were around, but some of their stuff is just unbelievable. So creative. And I think there's so many bands that aren't ever up in those top 10 lists, and you think they did incredible, like groundbreaking stuff. So I don't possess an ELO album, but I think I'll have to go and buy one.
I mean, where's ABBA? Where's Waterloo? Because that's like a phenomenon in itself.
Yeah.
The only ELO song I actually know properly is Mr. Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
And the only reason why I really, really, really like that is because of the opening to Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So I think I might have to play that for musical interlude. It's hilarious, Angela. You're going to love it, honestly.
Okay.
So tongue in cheek. It's brilliant.
I will have a look at that. Oh, Brigitte, you know, I'm so impressed. Got some tips. I was looking in the garage and we have video cassettes, VHS out there, you know, tapes, videos. There's still a place for them all in life.
Dawn has gone. Bye, Dawn.
To the bit.
Bye-bye.
She's gone to the shops. Bum, 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 bum. Have we missed anything?
I'd like to know if anybody else is playing Yarn Chicken at the moment, or whether it's just me.
I'm not, but I'm not really doing anything.
Are you not?
No.
Oh. But you can't find anything in your stash to knit?
Or is nothing inspiring you right now? Have you lost your crojo?
I think the problem is because I'm working, I get home and Gary's still working. So then I have to think about dinner, and then I sit down after dinner, and that's like 12, 14 hours after, actually 14, 16 hours after the alarm went off, and I'm like,
yeah.
So I might find some time later to do something. But I've got nothing at hand to really do.
Have
Fair enough.
just in case certain people weren't here last night, have you shown them your beautiful completed cowl that you modelled last night? That beautiful.
Yes, cool, because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
I haven't seen it. And I know Louise is on, and I can't remember who else wasn't on last night, but
Okay.
Robert has the most beautiful cowl.
All right. Back in a sec.
Very
You can
good.
still hear me though. I'm just not going to spoil it.
We
Yeah.
can still hear you. He's getting himself ready.
Oh.
And yeah, he opened something live last night, which well, you know what I mean. But,
Yes.
yeah, and it's beautiful. So I think it's worth another showing.
Oh.
Definitely.
Only it's
That
not
is
finished.
It's the
Hang.
hand, but I think we should
We've
just
barely
wear
started.
hands now.
That is fabulous. Oh, I like that. There's not enough black in yarn or black in colours. I've been
I
looking for
agree.
ages for a red and black that fades in like that, like a red and black painted. You can get lots of shades of red, and you can, yeah. No, that is really good. That is lovely. Where's that from?
This is from Easy Knits, and it's called Flash with Charcoal. And he
Isn't
does a whole range. And what I really love is that is the only part. So when you knit it up, you've got all this lovely black, and then just that little flash of rainbow. So I'm thinking something like the Workday might be quite nice. To just get that little subtle hint, but I'm not entirely sure. But it was just so funny because I opened it up last night and then put it on, and everyone went, "Wow, finished cow." It feels so soft. It really does. It's 75%. What did I say? It was 75%
Merino and 25%.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful colours and yarn.
There we go.
Yeah.
Easy Knits.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I
And
shall
the colours
look them up
look
forthwith.
But so this is the second
Definitely.
time he's done that colorway. The first time sold out like minutes, and then I got an email. He must have literally just pressed send, and I must have been in my inbox because he said I've got 6 skeins, and I thought, right, I'm having one of them.
Right now, yes. Off you go.
So I'm now up to 209 balls in my stash. Yeah.
Are you?
Amateur.
Wow.
No, I wouldn't be able to drag it all out and count because it's variously stashed in various places and across 2 postcodes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you do have a lockup for yours.
Angela, Brigitte has a question for you.
All right.
How do you make a snake
What's
bite?
that? It's half cider, half lager.
No.
Mix it together in a
No.
pipeline.
No.
Is it
Brigitte,
not?
please tell her the answer.
Oh, you would antagonise it.
You pinch its bottom.
Is it?
So, I must just put this into some context. Last night on the Sewing Bee, there is a section where it was an 80s theme, and there was a section where Joe Lysett talks to one of the contestants, and they say, well, the 80s was all about drinking snake bites. And so I went off to say, oh, I love the snake bite, half lager, half lemonade. And then you had a snake bite and black where you put some blackcurrant in it. That was my absolute favourite. And Brigitte went, no, you just pinch his bottom. And all of us just absolutely fell to pieces in the chat. And I said to her, you must do that today because Angela will just go, huh?
Oh, God. That's just like, that's how you make it. That's what I used to make it in Leeds. Oh, dear.
Yes, lager and cider. But I do like the splash of black. I never really got into snakebite. I used to just drink lager or cider, so I didn't see the But anyway, but
I just
I wasn't
like
a goth.
cider.
Go on, Claire.
Poke it in the eye.
Oh. No.
Or the snake.
How do you make a Venetian blind?
Oh, right, okay, got that one now. Thank you.
What's a Greek
I
urn?
don't get that.
About 3 and 6 a week. Right, there we go.
Oh. What? I totally missed that one.
I said, what's a Greek urn? About 3 and
Ernie.
6 a week. All my father's favourites here. Now, there you go.
Oh dear.
Yes, I did enjoy. I was watching. I was watching Sewing Bee last night. I sat at my desk here. I have another laptop over there. Laptop in front of me. Yes, I was busy working on stuff with Stowing Bee on the other laptop. I actually really enjoyed it last night. I thought that was a good one. The right person left, unfortunately. I'm sorry to see people go, but it was, it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a really good episode, actually. I don't think they've had the 80s theme.
No.
Before. I don't remember it, but it was a good opportunity to use some really unusual materials and pattern cutting that you generally don't get these days.
Like breast cups as shoulder pads?
What shoulder pads of that size, and the fact that you were adjusting patterns to accommodate shoulder pads of that size. But yeah, absolutely. But the one thing that alarmed me though is when Claire says, "Oh, my grandmother used to wear this in the 80s." I'm sitting there going, "Grandmother, 80s? Jeez, that was a little bit terrifying."
It depends on how old her grandmother was in the 80s.
Yeah, I know, but you know, 80s is a memory, not vintage.
80s was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, the clothing. I remember every clothes shop that you went to, everything was smart and everything was really quite decadent and to impress. And all of the materials were really thick and the nap was amazing. Everything was there to look plush and power dressing. And
yeah.
I loved some of the designs in the 80s and even jeans. I remember going to a shop and I bought some light pink designer jeans with a matching like thigh length double-breasted pink jacket with huge shoulder pads. So you couldn't even wear a pair of jeans without the power like jacket to match. It was fantastic. I loved the 80s. I really did. I'd never want to go back to them. But you know, it was great in the day.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know, there's a lot of things. The music was very diverse.
Oh yeah.
You had a lot of stadium rock, and I mean, I was quite young then. So, but it was the fact that, you know, there were a lot of different, certainly musical tribes, and you know, and everyone was just as valid as every other, which was quite fun. And yeah, you could start a band in your garage and get big if you were good. It wasn't just on image, as it so much is nowadays. So yeah, I mean, the music's great. We're actually at the weekends, we're catching up. We're watching again a TV program you might remember called Ashes to Ashes.
Yeah.
So that's all set in, I think we're currently in 1982. So yeah, no, it's fabulous. So
it's the music. I mean, where else? You have things like the 80s where you've got things like Scritti Politti.
Yep.
And you know, Spandau was mainstream, but you had all these they're too many to mention, but absolutely amazing.
Brigitte says, I have a 22-year-old grandson, so I was around for the 80s. No, that's fine. A lot of us was around for the 80s. It's the fact that she says, usually people say, oh, I remember my mum wearing that, and things like that with the 80s. When she says, I remember my gran wearing that in the 80s, just, you know, gave me a reminder that I'm not 19 anymore.
See, I'm trying to work it out. So when I was born in 78, so for the 80s I was 2 to 12. So my grandmother is half my would have been, hang on, I'm half my grandmother's age, so she would have been 40s. So I suppose it's possible,
Yeah.
because Claire's about the same age, I would have thought.
I'm older. Yeah, she's probably about the same age as you, if a bit younger. But
Yeah.
yeah. No, I forget. I had quite an old gran who had always been a gran for as long as I remembered. So just every now and then somebody says something that just kind of takes you aback and kind of slightly challenges your view of families.
Age.
Yes. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, it's like, really? No, I still feel 25. I really do. And I don't think I'm ever going to grow up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm 19 in my head, or somewhere between 19 and 24.
Yeah, I love my age. Got no issue with that. But I just think that I am going to enjoy life forever.
Yes.
And as long as I'm enjoying life, age doesn't come into it.
Totally.
Really doesn't. So
I think you look really good for your age, Angela. I wouldn't have said you were anywhere near it. I'd have said you were probably my age, if not younger.
Well, the funny thing was, it wasn't until we went to Pete Tong and we were queuing up, and Robert, because I never talk about age. I really don't. When I met my husband, he lied about his age because he was a bit younger than me. So, it just doesn't matter. But we were at Pete Tong and we were queuing up for some drinks. And Robert just found it bizarre, saying, I can't believe that all these people have brought their parents to this concert. And I went, no. But all of their parents were into Pete Tong at the time. It's like they're all my age when we all went clubbing. And Robert went, why, how old are you? And he had no idea how old I was. It was just bizarre. And I said, yeah, like we were all clubbing back in these days. So it was all their kids who were eventually getting into Pete Tong. But yeah, everyone from 40s up to, I would say, about 60, early 60s. And they were all the Pete Tong people. I think Pete Tong is early 50s. Yeah. So, it's just, but that was really weird. And I went, well, how old do you think I am? He said, well, I thought you were my age. And I said, well, how old are you? No idea how old Robert is. He said, well, how old are you? And he went, get lost. I guess I am.
Well, there you go.
So, it's always, age is just one of those things. They always say it's about how, I don't think about how the person that you feel, it's about how you feel.
The really good thing is, so I feel old for my age, I really do. And I have lots of health issues which don't help. But when we go out together and after a couple of hours, I feel half my age because of how youthful you come across and how energetic you are, and you just ooze. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Ooze youth, I guess. So
exuberant.
Yes. And Claire, I really don't know how old you are, but I would say you're probably about my age as well. No.
No.
And you don't need to reveal. I'm sorry, you don't need to reveal. That wasn't.
That's all right. It's not. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I just stay out of the sun. No, I'm 45, Rob.
I wouldn't have said that.
I would have
said maybe a bit younger than me, around 40.
Yeah, you are the same age as my my late brother. So yeah, you're the same age as my little brother. So there you go. But then again, what does it matter in this day and age? Well, it doesn't matter in this day.
No.
So
there you have it. But yes, I stay out of the sun usually.
So in the chat, Brigitte says, yes, Ashes to Ashes was great. Brigitte says, my grandmother was 60 when I was 20. Louise says, my mum was saying yesterday that she still has the 80s dress she wore to my brother's wedding. Wow. Safia says, I'm really smooth. I meant every single word. I wasn't kissing up or anything. Brigitte says, Angela, you have the right attitude. Life should be enjoyed at any time. It's a privilege to get older. She has no idea how old you are, and to me, she's just a hell of a lot younger than I am.
I'm 50, and I don't celebrate birthdays because I just don't get them anymore.
No.
I found 18 and 21 just like, oh, damp squib. It's just like it's done. So I enjoy other people's, but not my own. But it's just one of those things, and I do have to think, how old am I? Really? Yeah. Oh well, you know, life's still good, still no regrets. I'm still acting daft, which is the best thing.
You're right.
And then she says, I'm younger than her youngest child. Brigitte says, I'm younger than her youngest child.
There you go.
I don't think... I think the youngest child is only a bit older than me. I don't think he's that much older than me. Safia says, Angela is the elixir of youth.
Oh, thank you. Plenty of tea and chocolate. There we go.
And then Claire, you are the same age as my youngest.
Yeah.
Shall we do some Facebook?
Let's.
Yeah. We haven't done a video today, have we? Never mind.
No, I'm confused, Angela. So we need to catch up, because in the sharing, there's just so many videos, and I need to know which ones you've done to take them out to then work out what we're doing. And I got confused. That's why I got confused last night, and we ended up going back to increases.
Oh, don't worry.
So for those of you that missed it, we showed the Arnie and Carlos increase yesterday, which, although it's 10 minutes long, it didn't feel like 10 minutes long, because the way they come across on camera and the way they talk, it was just like 3 or 4 minutes, it felt like. Right.
Yeah.
So here we go. Facebook page. It's Freehand Thursday, folks. So put it on and we'll show them the next time we're on. This is the UK Hand Knitting Association asking about the knitters for the BBC ident. Yes. Now, we did talk about that last night, and I'm sure somebody said to me who it is, and I think it was Jackie. So if somebody knows who it is, please do say. But my comment about it was they're all knitting the same thing, so it looks like it's a knitting version of a book club where you all read the same book and then talk about it. This is like a knit club where you all knit the same thing and then talk about it, because they've all got the same needles. They're all doing the similar sort of pattern.
Also, it might actually just be contrived for the BBC ident.
Possibly is, yes. Yes. Dawn has posted this pattern of a cow using 2 different colour sock yarns to create the effect. You can play around with the colours to your heart's content, and it's garter stitch. It's a nice and easy one while listening to TV, radio, Audible, or indeed Gogglefrogs. Oh, that is nice. So I've just opened that link. I'm having that pattern. Thank you, Dawn. Yesterday was work in progress Wednesday. We didn't get to it last night, but Amar has posted a picture of a shawl that he has started. No, not a shawl, a top-down raglan black blouse. Would you knit a blouse? Or do you think that's just the way they say jumper where he is? Because he's in India, isn't he?
Potentially. Yeah, it's probably a top.
Yeah, might be like a like what we would term more of a tee. You know, like a summer wear, it's a knitted t-shirt type equivalent. So yeah, it might be something like that.
Then Deborah is saying safe drive today, Angela. And then she talks about the Walmonty doing it as a virtual show. And as we said earlier on, that's on Facebook. Georgie, are you still in the room? Please do tell us how this lovely Dorset apple cake is, because it looks gorgeous. It really does. I love that crust. Helen, her latest work in progress. It's a cardigan for a tiny girl. I love that striping.
Which wool is this? I can't remember what it is.
Let me see.
Because I'm always amazed at Crofter how that strikes, but that's not Crofter.
Right.
No, I
But
can't remember either, and Helen's not in the room today because she's at work.
Yeah, but it's stunning, absolutely stunning.
Brigitte has posted her work in progress. Oh, that lovely daisy. Card for Rod for their anniversary, and it's a Michael Powell. Michael Powell is his favourite designer. And then we go back to Tuesday. Angela, did you show Gogglefrogs on Tuesday? I can't see you. You did. Okay,
yes,
that's fine.
Did.
Thank you. I will stop then. There we go. So all caught up. I'm sorry, I didn't realise you were eating.
Sorry, I've just taken a little bite, well, a big bite of chocolate.
Oh,
cookie.
Sorry.
I don't apologise, but there is some absolutely stunning work being posted. Absolutely amazing.
So do keep posting it, folks.
And
I said do keep posting
you
it.
are. Yeah, and Deborah's just had a really lovely surprise. The postman's just delivered her last month of the Mother's Day subscription bought for her by her daughter. Contents are gorgeous, and she's going to post pictures later. So that'd be lovely to see.
Real.
It's amazing when things arrive and you don't actually know what they're going to be, and so just like your squishy cow.
I had something even nicer the day before, but it's not wool, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I had a very nice package arrive from a very lovely lady who shall remain anonymous, and it was something very, very, very nice inside. It probably doesn't take a lot of working out what it was, but yeah, I got home and it was just like, wow, thank you so much.
Oh, that's nice. That's lovely.
So what are you working there?
Well, what am I working on? Well, crochet downstairs. I've still got the corner to corner. Well, it's going to be a scarf shawl on the go. Up here, I'm going to. Well, currently I'm working on writing exam answers. Yeah, sorry, paperwork. But what I will be doing is I will be cutting out more fabric for paper pieced hexagons a bit later on. So I'm going to have a rummage through whatever fabric stash I've got here in the house and cutting out more hexagons for this month.
And how did the blanket go? I haven't spoken to you for ages, but you were doing the
oh, yes, right. Okay, well, no, that's a very good point, actually. That's something else I've got to crack on with as well. All of the squares are done. So I have 36 squares that are about 12-inch square. I've got something else to add to them. It was a suggestion based on something my husband said. That what I'm going to do is I'm going to add something to the middle of each square to emphasize the color change. So that's what I've got to do next, and then I'm going to attach them all together.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, there is one last thing I want to do about that. But what I want to do is give it a go, and there before I show everybody, because I just wanted to see if it works. So they are going to get embellished a bit.
Do take pics of how it looks now with them together and how it looks after, because sometimes the tiniest little pinprick can totally transform it. I'm really interested to see what you do.
It's kind of the idea. It's a little something that I might add, which hopefully will just, emphasize the color change. So we shall see. I just want to try it first before I make a big ta-da about it. And then I'll let you know. I'll probably look at that over the weekend. And then I'll start joining them together, which is desperately exciting. But it's got to be done. So there you go.
Would you like this, Claire?
I have something plotted, but thank you. I already have my supplies in now. But that's a lovely idea, actually. It's quite similar.
Lovely. And Angela, I can see your jewel spun cardigan behind you. I don't think we've seen that properly because you had to dash up to leave because you finished it, didn't you? We've seen it
I did.
properly since you've been back.
Ooh.
Yeah, all finished.
Are you happy with it?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And I do have this terrible. I've forgotten about this. I've forgotten that I haven't shown it. So it's lovely little waterfall cardigan.
Wow.
And I love the detail around it. And I'm really going to have to listen to this advice. Always knit smaller than you think you need, especially when they're roomy, because they just end up too big. So it's one of these that is fine in winter. It's lovely, but if I was doing that again, I think I would want it a lot smaller. And I think what I forget is how small I am sometimes up here. But it's a lovely cardigan. Can't put it on because it's like a sauna in this front porch at the moment. But yeah, that's finished. So that was finished just before lockdown, wasn't it? About lockdown, I finished my other one as well. So that's done. So I've got 2 decent projects like completed.
Sure.
I just need to finish my Noro blanket, workday scarf, and couple of other things. I found a beachcomber top that I knitted and has been in the garage now. So all I need to do is just finish that off. And that's something else that I knitted 2 years ago that I never finished. So I'll get that done. So yeah, I'll put it on one day when I don't have the heating on so people can see it.
Well, Linda says they are beautiful colours on your cardigan, which was a very point I was going to make, actually. The way the colours blend are beautiful.
They are absolutely stunning. It's not until you see it, and I still think this was yarn chicken, wasn't it? That I was playing with this because I had 3 balls, and I think 3 balls of yarn that looks like proper wool, and it does look like proper wool because there's the fluffy little bits coming off it, but it doesn't have the price tag that pure wool has. I think it's £10 a ball, just under £10 a ball. So like £30 for something which has got drape front panels as well. It's just incredible. And the other cardigans, the more fitted ones, but the colours are beautiful. All set on Norwegian what are they? Sunsets and
fjords.
I think fjords and things like that. So really, really impressed with that wool. I would absolutely use it again. Beautiful.
Lovely.
It was really lovely to knit with as well. You just have to, I think somebody did say about the ball twisting. So if you do use it, my little trick for that is just stick the ball of wool in a carrier bag, in a plastic carrier bag, and it can move quite freely, because as soon as when you've got a big ball, if one piece of the yarn comes off, it starts to knot and go funny. So I always stick it in a carrier bag because then I don't have that issue. And I don't know who told me that, but it's just something I do. Because if it sits on the floor, if it goes in a bag, I just end up with knots everywhere. Yes. So yeah, so that's it. Just waiting for cold weather now to be able to wear it, because it's hot.
Well, the rest of this week, I think.
Yeah. So this time of the year, I realise our heating does work, but then when it gets really cold, we do need the fire, the what is it, the wood burner on.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Right.
59. It's 11 o'clock again. Where's the hour gone? So I think I'm going to have to sort some of the videos out. I copied and pasted a lot at some point in the day. So anyway, I'll know what we're playing on Saturday. So please remember, folks, there's no Gogglefrogs tomorrow. It's Friday. So we will be back on Saturday. And I think, Robert, you're going to be here on Saturday. Excellent. And Claire, I don't know if you...
I should hope so. It'll probably be from this desk again. So, yeah. Yes. Right.
So we're probably going to have a full house again.
Hey.
Just for you guys.
I'll find
That's
a
brilliant.
real wake up, sing along, head banging song to put on for the music. To get
Super.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Okay. Lovely. Well, fabulous to see you all. We will see you again on Saturday. Be inspired, knit lots, crochet lots, and just love life. All right. See you later.
Bye, everyone. Have a lovely few days.
Bye.